So we were so close to hitting our goal.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah. We're at 208. We're 2 away.
2 away.
Yeah.
So 210 by next week.
Next week.
You know what we could do? We should
What?
do. You ever seen like in wrestling they do the chest slaps?
Yes.
That's what. So 210 by next Monday.
Okay. Chest slap?
Chest slap to Nick.
Or should we do chest slap to the nuts?
Chest slap to the nuts. Okay.
We'll decide. We'll
Yeah,
we'll let the subscribers decide.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to do to Nick if we hit to 210 subscribers.
Chest slap or chest slap to the nuts. You let us know.
Yeah.
By next Monday.
Yeah, just how bloodthirsty
Yeah.
are you? Let us know. Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so what you got for us this week?
Was it Red Surf?
Red Surf.
Red
That's
Surf.
a better whiskey than we usually get.
It is. I'm not used to the smoothness. My body's used to like coughing
Pain, yeah.
after shooting whiskey. But not crack though.
Red Surf. No, crack's fine. Right in the early morning.
Is it? Yeah, Red Surf, I think. Yeah.
Red Surf, 1989. Early
George
Clooney.
Long hair, some mutton chop. Oh, well, I wouldn't say mutton chops, but
Some good
had
sideburns.
sideburns.
He's a hairy guy.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think what we see of Gene Simmons, he seems pretty good.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he can act.
He
for sure.
seemed natural.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you know, it's good.
He was in Nom.
He was. Yes, he was. This is not the movie I was expecting.
Neither was
I was, it's a Vinegar Syndrome release. I was thinking it was going to be pretty goofy, and it kind of has some goofy moments, but it's really more of a serious movie. Really.
Yeah, it is. It's got more of a serious feel. I feel like this was around the same time as Point Break. Close to it.
Point Break was later into the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, there was definitely a surfer craze that was sort of building up.
Surfer vibes.
Yeah.
That's about it with surfer vibes.
How do we make a movie that's involves surfing but excitement? Well, of course, it's got to be about drugs.
Yeah. We ride out in our jet skis to pick up cocaine
Yeah.
off of buoys and bring it back to this guy. But we're only going to do this one more time. Just one more time.
One more job. It's always one more fucking job.
But you meet George Clooney. He just likes to party and
Yeah,
do one more job.
he's kind of a crazy idiot in this movie, a little bit. He's with his goofy buddies. They go out, they get drugs. He's working on this deal. He's got even more cocaine.
Yeah.
He's gonna with the local Mexicans.
He's like, 10 kilos. Yeah, the next one I want to do 50 kilos.
Yeah, can you do that essay? It's like, yeah, I guess so. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me show you. Feed this guy to
Yeah.
some wolves I have in my basement. Just so you know, I'm a serious drug dealer. So yeah, these guys don't fuck around. They have some people in their organization try to rob George
yes.
Clooney and his buddy.
You're like, hey, what's going on here? And then the gang members of those people trying to rob George Clooney stop him like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, they catch up to their own people.
Yeah. They killed both of them, didn't they? Or did they just
let the
defend
one that
them?
told the truth go? At least that was the implication. But
I
the
thought
one
that
that
was-
lied to him, they shot.
They shot, and then they just gave his body to that because the shirt I thought was different because I thought the red shirt dude got shot, and then the black and white shirt dude got dropped into the.
I only saw one. I think it just killed the one guy.
Okay.
But yeah, they have a hatch in their house. The hatch opens up in the basement that's filled with wolves.
Yeah.
That they starve, so
Yeah.
they feed people too.
And that wolf scene, that's one of the scenes in it that, like, I got kind of confused by as, like, who's the person being dropped down into the den of wolves. Because, like, later on, you got George Clooney going to this art show.
Yeah.
His girlfriend gets mad. you don't see her storm off, but then immediately, like, it cuts back to them. He's with another girl in the same
similar
spot.
looking girl in
Yeah.
the same spot. And we're like, is that the same girl?
Yeah, but luckily they addressed it. It's like, oh, what's your name? And-
Yeah. We still didn't catch it right away.
No.
Back it up for a second. But yeah, it's actually, it starts off slow and it's a more serious, and it's a fairly well made movie. It's not, people talk like they're supposed to talk.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's not a lot of weird cuts that don't make sense.
Yeah.
It is like
they definitely
well-made
thought it
movie.
out. And,
Yeah, and it's definitely has a more serious story. It's just these fucking beach dorks that run drugs
Just
and
want to do one last score.
yeah, and they do a lot of coke and drink a lot of tequila and Heineken.
Yeah, you know what? We should have done that. We should have done Heineken.
Shit,
Shot
you're
of
right.
tequila.
Sounds terrible.
Well, it's not too late. 'Cause that sounds awful for today.
Tequila and Heineken for our Independence Day. We're gonna go Mexican and German.
It's a country that welcomes all.
No, we're drinking American piss beer right now.
One of my favorite parts in it was immediately when George Clooney finds out that he's a dad,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going off to make ice cream, and he just
Yeah.
starts smoking crack.
Yeah, whips out the crack pipe. And then she goes, yeah, we're good right now. Yeah, we're good right now. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she goes off to get the ice cream, and he just starts hitting the crack. And she comes in with the ice cream, just like,
Wah, wah.
like, oh, you doing it again?
Yeah, he said he wouldn't do this stuff again.
I thought we were gonna get serious. No more of the drugs and guns and stuff.
Oh yeah, at the beginning when they were pulling the prank on his buddy, thinking that girl that he likes was with some other dude, and on top of the car on top
Oh,
of the
right,
cliff.
yeah, that's how the movie starts.
And then what was it? He's like, let's just run him off the cliff. Let's do it. And then that scene where they have I'm pretty sure it was a stunt doll they just shoved out and fell out.
Oh yeah,
But how he hit that car door with the ground.
they pranked the guy by
Yeah.
they made him think he killed somebody, and meanwhile they wrecked another one of their friends' mom's cars, and they destroyed a stolen car from the guy that was talking to, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
They're just wild and crazy kids.
It was different back then in the 80s.
Yeah.
You could do that stuff.
Yeah.
You could also carry around a lot of cocaine, pills, and a gun and only get 5 to 10 years. We learned that later on in the movie.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about that. So one of their goofy ass friends we see at the beginning in that prank scene. He's at this club, it's like a punk kind of place or whatever, and he has this dude keeps hitting him up for cigarettes constantly. He's like, I don't have any fucking cigarettes, go away. And he's talking with this girl for a bit, and then he starts talking to the guy that's in the band that's playing, and the guy's trying to buy cocaine, and the guy's just being loud, and he's like, shut the fuck up, dude. But then right then the guy that was asking for cigarettes comes up and busts him. Yeah, the guy that was in the band had turned him over to the cops. So now they've got this guy in prison, and they're trying to squeeze him for information.
I kind of want to see more of that dude because he was one of my favorite characters in it.
The cop.
Yeah, especially the whole exchange in the interrogation room.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe you want 3 pounds of
Yeah.
whatever dick in your ass.
Yeah, there's some, there's some funny casual racist comments like you used to get back in the 80s in this movie a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't really much to the cop. It was just that one thing, which sort of set off the rest of the chain of the events, where he's trying to do this last deal with the Mexicans, but then his buddy turns over the Mexicans, fucks everything up.
Yeah.
And so then their whole deal is falling apart. The Mexicans figured out that their guy has ratted on them, so they've got to, And they're like, you got to kill him. We're
Yeah.
going to kill him. And he's like, no, I'll kill him.
I'll
you
do
know?
it. It's just business.
Yeah.
It's just business. I gotta do this job.
So the Mexicans give him a chance to turn over their guy, but I guess they have a buddy at the morgue. So you just get a body.
Nobody's gonna miss him. Nobody's gonna miss that body.
They roll up to the Mexican's house and blow the face off of a corpse.
Dead man.
It's like, there you go. Then they get caught. So then there's just a big war between them. They go out to get their the drugs. They think everything's cool.
Yes.
They're gonna be fine. And this is the shit that's gonna happen.
Oh god. And all this time.
Okay.
Well, go to scores or
Just pause it. We'll just pause it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do some editing.
yeah.
Okay, so those
Drunk bitches want to
Yeah,
do
those-
karaoke randomly.
those cunts just started up their own karaoke.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything we could do about it.
God
So,
damn. Where were we at?
the war at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah. Oh well, no. Remember, George Clooney chose death over being with his kid.
He kind of did.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to settle down, obviously. Obviously, every time he shows up, she starts nagging at him.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to go surfing instead of going to the hospital with you. Obviously, that's what I wanted to
I
do.
mean, would you rather him smoke crack or surf? You
Yeah.
take your pick, lady.
He was being responsible.
Yeah. Know who took me to the doctor? Your friend. Oh, I'm surprised he was up.
Yeah. But yeah, so they had to get one last deal. They had to get this cocaine. They didn't know that the Mexicans had found out that they had not killed the guy they were supposed to. So they come out and what they do is George Clooney and his buddies all get on these goofy looking jet skis and they go out and they get the drugs. Well, Mexicans showed up in this speedboat with a huge ass machine gun on it. They just start mowing all of them down until they get to George Clooney.
They just circle around.
And it's the funniest thing where they're like 10 feet away from him and just spraying this thing at him. He's like, fine. He's like, it's no problem. It's
Just circle around these boats.
They keep circling and circling and still not dying. Still everything's fine. But then he leads them into a trap
Yeah. He's
where
like,
they get blinded and they can't see. And I'm like, oh, he seemed fine.
yeah. He was hanging out,
Yeah. They crash into this thing,
Yeah.
explosions.
but George Clooney dies, and then they give him a...
Yeah, he gets fucking shredded completely. He's like all burnt and cut up and shit, and his friend's like, oh.
and then they give him a fucking...
They give him a
Viking
Viking
funeral.
funeral on the surfboard, which is really weird.
just lightly, just not even like a full flame. It's just barely a flame on him.
Yeah, just put him out, you know.
It makes sense.
Those bodies were being eaten by seagulls within
I'd say
minutes.
that's like the most crazy thing in
Yeah.
this movie. Is it's like,
Yeah, that.
you thought that one through, did you, Gene Simmons and dude trying to get with George Clooney's girlfriend?
Yeah, so they're like all sad and shit, but then they're like, no. She's like, I'm going to Portland, and they're like, we gotta get this money.
We gotta get the money and
We gotta do it
avenge
for the
Mark's
baby.
death.
Yeah, we could do
The
it
baby.
for George Clooney and the baby. So they do this raid on the Mexican compound.
And you finally you finally see Gene Simmons do some action in
Yeah,
this one. He kills.
yeah, he chokes a dude out, shoots some other people. They wouldn't have made it without him because they were all just fucking dumbass stoners. They didn't know what the fuck
Exactly.
obviously, they didn't know what the
He
fuck
told
they
him
were
if you
doing.
get shot, just keep going. That one dude didn't do it.
I'll take care of it.
Oh yeah, you brought up the one dude from Cyborg was in this.
Yeah, I actually remember his name. He
The-
randomly he was in Point Break for a minute. He was the bad guy in Cyborg, which is obviously his greatest role. And I
Yeah.
can't remember his name, but yeah, look up the villain in Cyborg. The guy was awesome, but he's just in it
Yeah, he just
as
pops
a side guy.
up over
yeah.
halfway through the movie.
Yeah,
Doesn't say.
he gets shot during the boat raid. But yeah, and they have a fight at the end. I almost think that the fight at the end wasn't really necessary, but it was pretty well done.
Yeah.
I like they didn't try to overdo the action like a lot of these martial arts movies we watch from this era, where they just
Yeah.
okay, it's a martial arts movie, so we have to do all this crazy shit, and it just ends up being goofy. They tried to play just more like straight action, nothing too flashy,
Mm-hmm.
which it needed because this movie, to me, it seems like it was trying to be more of a drama,
Yeah.
and the action at the end seemed to be almost incidental to what really happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they almost all of them get killed. There's just you got the blonde guy, his buddy, that's kind of been his main friend this whole time, who's helping his woman, and Gene Simmons make it out. Killed all the Mexican gangsters, fed him to the wolves.
Yeah, fed him to the wolves, got the money.
Yeah,
He got the lady at the end.
yeah. They ride off. They ride to Portland together on a motorcycle with a big bag of cash.
Yeah. It's just stopping traffic on the highway.
Yeah.
He had to drive slow because of the baby. How's it feel taking care of another man's child?
Yeah. Cooked. Cooked.
Mm.
No, didn't wear no helmets.
No helmets. Sunglasses. And ass.
Exactly. All right, you want to talk about scores?
Yeah, let's get into scores.
Despite this not being it wasn't really a goofy movie. There was some moments that were kind of funny, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Not amazing.
Yeah.
I was into it the whole time. I didn't get bored. I want to give it a 4. 4 might be a little high, but
Yeah.
like I say, I had a good time with it. It was actually a solid, well-made movie.
Yeah.
Despite, a lot of it was just sort of just these druggy weirdos dicking off, doing whatever. But it ended up being pretty good by the end. So yeah, I'll give it a 4.
I was gonna give it a 3.5. I wanted a bit more action in it.
Yeah.
But it was more drama based than anything else. But just wanted to, like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, this is gonna be some kind of crazy action stuff. No.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome really knows how to
reel you in. Some crazy shit happens in here. But it was more of a drama, but I still enjoyed it. Just it had a lot of the 80s vibe for me.
I liked. A lot of good acting.
Yeah.
George Clooney, he definitely gives an impassioned performance by the end when he's just like drunk and drugged out of his mind, crazy upset about not wanting to be a dad.
Yeah.
I do what I want.
I do it. It was my deal.
You don't tell me.
You don't have to do anything. We're giving you the $75,000 from it, but it was mine. I gotta do it. Okay, man.
Yeah, but I think overall, well acted.
Yeah,
decent movie.
Yeah, Gene Simmons actually didn't do a terrible job.
Yeah, there could have been more Gene Simmons.
Yeah. I think there was time constraint. I feel like they had to get all of his shit done.
He's on tour.
Yeah,
banging bitches, playing rock and roll,
Kiss. Yeah. Yeah. So that's our scores.
Red Surf.
Red Surf.
2 more subscribers, and we're gonna slap the shit out of Nick.
Oh yeah, chest slap or
Next
chest
time
slap to the nuts.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, let us know on this video.
There we go.
Yeah.